Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, guys. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cause We Geek. We encourage you to stay geek, man. The Fantastic Four is back again with another one for you. Here to talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. Got Real Cuz, Big J, and Big A in the building. Listen, if you guys are into the geek culture, into movies, television, all them good things, simply hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. And also, too, if I could do us a favor, hit them likes for us today, man. Shout out to the few folks who've been subscribing here to the channel lately, man. We appreciate the support. We definitely use your help with that by hitting that like button. That does more for the channel than you know. Also, if you got any questions, any comments addressing any of the topics that we bring up, simply add it to the comment section, and we'll get to those toward the end of the show. All right, fellas, we got a good one today, man. We're gonna be talking about a couple of shows. Got a trailer that dropped. Got some rumors that's probably gonna be coming down here to Pike pretty soon because we got CinemaCon right around the corner. Matter of fact, I think it starts tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think CinemaCon starts tomorrow. I think they're doing the early stuff today, tomorrow or today, one of them, and then like the actual CinemaCon starts next week. So it's when we're gonna start getting a lot of trailers and a lot of news and stuff like that. So. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. Monday. Before we start. Oh, Monday? Okay. Yeah, I thought they were doing something today or tomorrow, though. I can't remember, but yeah, let's go ahead and stop real quick, man. Show some love to the merch, man. Yes, sir. Listen, if you guys are interested in any of the merch of the channel, we simply scroll down to the description box down below. We got links to every one of those shirts down in the description box. Got the Superman themed movie t-shirt, RIP to Christopher Reeves, down in the description box also too, man. So there you go. Fellas, let's get to it, man. Like I said, we got a lot to get into here. All this stuff popping up on my screen. I don't know what's going on. All right, man, let's get to it. I think we already knew what was gonna happen, man. We got some shows dropping here, man. It's gonna be all dropping around the same time, man. So we got a couple shows to talk about, man. But what was the name of that one movie, bro, with Mark Wahlberg, where he was a football player? He played for the Philadelphia 7. Oh, it's thank you, Big J. You reminded me, bro. Appreciate that, bro. I didn't even know. The name of the movie, man. Hey, thank you. We're gonna be talking about this show here. Invincible. What episode is it? I forgot. Damn, we forgetting the episode.
6, right?
Bro.
6.
Yeah. 6.
Oh yeah, it is 6. Man, we almost done with Invincible already. Yeah, 2 more. What they need to do is combine 7 and 8 like Daredevil did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're gonna be talking about Invincible, the 6th episode here, man. What we normally do, we give our thoughts on the show and kind of give a grade of what we think of the episode. So we're gonna get to that. But listen, if you have not seen Invincible, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no LeBron, then we warn you. Spoilers. Yes, sir. You've been warned. We encourage you to go watch Invincible, all the episodes, even at least episode 6. Come back and let us know what you think in the comment section after the show. Let us know what y'all think about this episode or this show in general. All right, Big J, let's start with you, man. What was your thoughts on Invincible episode 6?
It was cool. Like I said, it was a little slower because they spent so much time on the planet with Mark and Nolan, like Mark recovering with Nolan, spending time with what's his name, with Oliver. And Oliver starting off mad with him, which was a departure from the comics, because in the comics, Oliver was just happy to be there with him, But in this one, he was upset because, one, he came to see Mark, didn't want to see him. And he didn't understand why, because, he's just a kid. What is he, like 3 years old, 2 years old, basically? Although he looks 16, 15. But, and the fact that he overheard Nolan's conversation with Debbie, too, about saying that his mother was an accident, and so he had a lot of resentment built up, and so Nolan had to chip away at all that and spend time as they were watching Mark heal over that 2-month period. But so that was kind of slow, but it was good character building. It was good development for Nolan. As you saw him also maturing as a father, and then and then he was flat cutting back and forth with the little funny side quest with Alan and Zoe when they were playing video games the whole time and couldn't stop playing video games until
They were like, "Yeah, let's go ahead and go now," but after the video game.
Yeah, after this, we already made this. We made it. Oh, we better fly with that. But let's finish this right quick.
Exactly.
So no, that was funny. But and then like I said, some of the fight scenes, like I said, when the Viltrumites when they showed up to Telestria and started that battle, and the traitor, the mole, that was just because they was wrecking shop until, of course, Mark and them was gonna show up at some point. But they show him Mark hitting the Nissa, and then all of a sudden he goes back so they can do the hero pose in the sky. So that was funny, and all three of them just standing there, aura farming, and then they split up to go back and start fighting again. But I was like, okay, this is good. Like I said, it was good. And then Thaddeus was beating down General. What's the general's name?
With the eye.
Yeah, is it General Craig?
Craig. Yeah, Craig.
Yeah, he was beating him down. I was like, look at that. That is an old man. He's been looking all old until now. Yeah, he got that shirt ripped and he up there just yakking folks. But like I said, it was a good little fight. I like the fact that they found out who the mole was, and the fact that his boy shot him in the head to start. Didn't even.
No questions.
It's you. Bang.
Bro, that's straight out the comic, bro. He did just like in the comic because he did the same thing in there. He just shot him right in the head. No questions asked.
The fact that he was like, because at first I thought he did that to cover up that it was him when he shot him in the head. Like, oh man, he was really the mole, but he shot the other end when he was like, nope. He's like, yeah, they were gonna win anyway. So I was like, oh. But no, it was a good show. I liked it overall. What about you, BA? What's your thought process?
Well, I'm gonna pick right back off of that right there. I thought that was a pretty cool misdirect. I thought it was slim the whole time. They definitely. I watched enough stuff, but I should have realized that it wasn't gonna be like the one that was obvious. But it definitely caught me off guard. But the beginning of the show, I think, was very important between Oliver and Nolan, because for the simple fact that you saw like a family bonding out of nowhere, like look, we're forced to get along, so let's just make it happen. So I thought that was spectacular. The fact that they actually showed that and showed, if you make the time happen, you can actually have a relationship if you actually force it. Things can actually be positive at the end of the day. So Oliver got over that neglect. He got over everything to the point where he was like, man, I don't even want my brother to wake up right now. I was like, wait a second, we done went to the other side of everything. So that was interesting. And of course, like you said, they was definitely horrifying when they came back. But I geeked out a little bit. I was like, let's go, let's make some things happen. Amongst the fight itself, I thought that was pretty cool. I almost forgot that homeboy was a Viltrumite. Like the way they was going with it, you almost forget that he's like, oh yeah, he's one of them. So he did what he had to do. So I actually appreciated that. I completely forgot that he was one. I was like, yo, what about old dude? Oh damn, what about old dude? So I thought that was pretty cool the way he actually handled business. I get what everyone's saying. Like the internet community was like, yo, what's up with Thrag? Like when is Thrag supposed to be Thrag? I do think that the series is downplaying what he's capable of, because there's no way that this species, this alien species, is like, they're not gonna have him post up on that pedestal and he don't know how to fight. He's just choosing not to right now. So everybody keeps saying the only thing he did so far was go after the skull. Like that's all he did. Like, he didn't do it. So I don't believe it. I believe that he's going to be a serious competitor. Like I said, this is someone that has not read the stories or anything like that. I'm physically trying to stay away from some of those spoilers. But I know he's going to get down and dirty. So it's probably either going to be this week or next week that he's going to show his full force. And I can't wait for it, because it's going to be some problems. People going to get messed up. But Battle Beat showed up. I was like, we get some characters now. Like it's happening. And I guess I'll finish off by the last end credit scene when he went back to the planet, and I was like, I know he's not coming back alive. I know this dude comes with his dead, man. And he is. So I was happy. I was like, yo, I can't see another rendition of this guy again, man. So I think overall it was a good episode. Not like last week, but like I said, this is not bad things. This is just you can't have 9.5s and 10s in every single episode. So this is still to be a strong 9. It's just not like the best because I know it's more to come on top of it. So we'll see. So we'll see what's going on. What you got, Gus?
It was a fun episode. I agree with y'all. It wasn't that 10 that they had been set in, but it was still a great episode. It allowed for the family actually the youngest and Omni-Man to actually Oliver and Omni-Man time to get to know each other a little bit better. Gave Oliver a chance to train as well. And it felt like he actually took it much lighter on Oliver than he did on Invincible when it came to training, because he was giving Invincible the hands a lot more than what he did Oliver. But that's probably just because he's also younger too. But he gave Invincible Mark them hands like all day. But it was a fun episode. It also, I think, it allowed you could see Omni-Man grow a little bit as well because of Oliver. When it came to that, like that beast that they were eating, there's different creatures or the same creature, just different of them, and then they had got to the female one, and Omni-Man was ready to kill him and stopped him. And Oliver had stopped him and was like, if you kill him, then we won't be able to have any eggs. And so it just shows like Omni-Man was all about just, if I see a problem, I kill the problem. And Oliver is like, well, the problem isn't this beast, it's that we're attacking its family that it wants to protect. But also, if we kill it, we're going to have a bigger problem. So you can actually see how Oliver is actually starting just within that 2 months was able to put a little bit of what was it? Not human, but just a little bit of sympathy for the most part, or sympathy / a little bit of extra thinking for Omni-Man, just so that, hey, yes, this thing is a problem, but also it's helping Mark to grow or to become healthy because of the eggs and stuff. So I think that was huge. Like, even though it was slow, you still got a great storyline out of those that time frame as well. And then you had the fight. That fight was insane. It did make me nervous that old girl was supposed to get snuffed out, and they showed up just in time to be able to save him, because that planet was getting walked through. And yeah, they had the hero pose, and then it showed you that growth that Omni-Man man had, where he told them not to kill the aliens. When he told them, hey, don't kill them, because once they when they're captured, they're going to come on our side. And what happened? His people, they left, they surrendered, and now they have the opportunity to switch sides instead of just killing all of them. So you could see that inflection point when it came to him, all because he spent that time with Oliver. So it just shows, like, that's what great storytelling is. It's just the small things like that. It's not just like the big happenings that's going on. It's also those small tinges that can change a story and change a character greatly. So it was a great story, great episode. What you got, Ray?
Yeah, I don't think it's just Omni-Man that's growing. Mm-hmm. Oliver's growing too. Because remember when he first came out, he wanted to kill everybody. And Mark him at the time to tell him, like, don't kill people and all that type of stuff. And now he's compassionate, and like you said, man, he's showing sympathy and all that stuff for other people and stuff like that. So yeah, man, this episode. Now what I thought was going to end up happening, I didn't think that they were going to do the whole 2 months within one episode. I thought it was going to kind of be like one of those cases where it'll show you some parts from what's going on all over the galaxy or whatever, what's going on Earth, what's going on with the Viltrums, what's going on with the coalition, what's going on with Oliver and Omni-Man on that planet. And so we got pretty much all that in this one episode, which I think was kind of close to predicting that, but yeah, we got it in the one episode. To kind of piggyback on what BA said about Thrag, to be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna really see what Thrag is really gonna do until maybe the last episode of the season, going into the next episode. I mean, the next season, because I need folks to understand how bad this dude is, bro. There's a reason why, like he said, there's a reason why this guy's number one on the pedestal for the Viltrum. You see how strong Viltrums are. When you got guys like Conquest scared of the dude, like nah, the dude ain't nothing to play with, man. Thaddeus, if I'm not mistaken, Thaddeus might be as strong as Conquest, which is why he was sitting there putting hands on folks out there, man. People think he just some kind of old weak guy. Like, y'all gotta remember too, the older those Viltrumites get, man, the stronger they get. So Thaddeus is pretty strong or whatever. Yeah, man. That dude getting shot in the head, that was the traitor. That came right out the comic, which was crazy, man. That was the part of the scene I was waiting for when they had that episode when they caught the quote unquote traitor and he shot that dude. That's the one I was waiting on. I was like, okay, let me see how this plays out in actual, you know what I'm saying, emotion or whatever from the comic or whatever. I want to see how that looked, and got a chance to see how it looked. Because I don't think he didn't die, right? He just got shot in the head and they ended up checking him in or whatever. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm trying to remember, because I thought in the comic he died. So I can't remember, but yeah, that was interesting, bro. The fact that Oliver, Omni-Man, them came right at the nick of time, like you said, to save Tech Jacket and the rest of them. Yeah, it's about to get real interesting now, bro. Because I forgot there are things in the comics that I forgot about, BJ. So when does Mark go back in time?
That I don't think it'll be this season. I think that would be probably next season. I think that'll be arc next season.
So that was between the Viltrumite War and then like the second Viltrumite War when Thrag went and got his new army of his children.
I think that's after. So that's after Eve had the baby, if I'm not mistaken. That's after she had.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that's even, but that's before Marky.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying, because he ain't even did anything with Alyssa yet. So yeah, that's before Marky. Yeah, it had to be. Because I was wondering about that too. I was like, dang, remember we talked about the other day? I was like, dang, there's some other stuff that happened in between. I just couldn't remember. I said I forgot about the time travel thing, because he did that and he was gone for like 5 years from that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like I said, man, yeah, it's a lot, man. That's why when I was kind of shocked that, well, I'm not too shocked about them not showing Thrag doing anything right now. Like I said, I think they might do something with him at the end of the last episode. You're gonna be like, oh my god, like it's gonna be like kind of like what they did with Conquest. Conquest did what he did, and he kind of went on to the next season or whatever. It might be one of them cases where it's like, yo, Thrag gonna do something. You'll be like, oh my god, and that'll get you ready for season 5 or whatever, man. But yeah, man, this episode's pretty good, man. Like I said, we got 2 more episodes left, so yeah, I'm ready about to see what Thrag can do.
I think we're gonna have it.
Okay.
So I think next episode is gonna probably be switching back to Earth. Because like I said, we're now about 3 months in on Eve's pregnancy. So,
ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So all that's been going on. She's been pregnant for 2-3 months now without Mark there. So we need to see what's been going on with her, what's been going on with Earth and the rest of the Guardians, and we ain't even seen what's going on with Rudy and Monster Girl. So there's a lot of stuff going on that we hadn't touched back on that they set up at the beginning.
So you think that they'll we'll go back to Monster Girl and Rudy, because there's some things that they're going through over there where they at.
Yeah,
that ain't been shown yet. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if they'll start showing a little bit of that to kind of get you ready for what's going on in season 5. Because I think the Rudy arc is gonna come to fruition in season 5.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I believe. I think they're gonna set that up in these last 2 episodes as far as what's going on with them. I think they're gonna touch back on with Eve. I think we're gonna get a glimpse of the beginning of, like you said, the Thrag, because nobody's fought Thrag yet, like we said. So there's Thrag has a few battles, so we're gonna get some kind of fight with Thrag between certain people. We ain't gonna talk about who yet. And then I
don't think it's gonna be the Battle Beast.
No. That's later. That's
later. Yeah.
So once again, we haven't seen Thrag fight anybody. So I think Thrag's gonna have a fight. And then remember, there's some discoveries that have to be made after that fight, and then there's all kind of extra stuff that goes on because there's Viltrumites coming to Earth and all that. Because remember, there's all this. So there's probably about 2-3 more years worth of story to be told.
Yeah, which is why they said they wanted to do like 9 or 10 seasons. That's starting to make sense now. Yeah, because like I said, because they can stretch the Thrag type of story as far as like what he does until next season. Just kind of get you ready with that last episode. Hey, how you thinking? Like, dang, this dude is a beast. And then get you ready for season 5. But like you said, then you got Visible going back in time. Rudy and them trying to take over Earth ain't came down yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of them, man. It's a lot of episodes. Well, a lot of story, I should say. Then on top of that, we haven't had the dinosaur storyline yet. They introduced him in the first episode, but they haven't went back to that storyline yet. Like, it's a lot of storylines out there, bro. With Invincible. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Like you said, they might fulfill that little 10 season arc they were talking about, man.
I can see it going at least 8. This is what, the 5th season, right?
Yes, it's finna be the 5th season.
I can see at least going 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it too. Like I said, when you start breaking it down like that, I'm like, damn, okay, yeah, I can see 8 or 9. I can see 8 or 9. But we see this episode, Big J. Oh, my bad.
No, I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna see but I think Thrag's ultimate situation won't be until probably 2 years. I think it won't be this season. I think we're looking at 2 years before we get to the culmination of Thrag's story.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think next year is gonna be like they're gonna have something with Thrag. He gonna probably now you know what, now that you said it, he gonna probably lose at the end of this season.
I think he'll lose. I think they're gonna show up. He's gonna do a fight with one of the big characters, and then we'll kind of get an idea of how powerful he is. And then, but like I said, he won't win. Yeah, I think he'll win the fight, but I don't think they win the war. But I think he'll win the fight. And then, like I said, then they go off, and that's what I'm saying. I don't think we're gonna get with all the stuff that still has to happen with Thrag himself. I think it's 2 years before we get to the culmination of the Thrag story, and then there's even stuff after that because there's 2 different levels that happen after that. So I think, like I said, there's gonna be a while before we wrap this up.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man, for next season for sure. Yeah. Another thing too, I don't know if y'all been listening. A lot of people been criticizing the animation. I didn't even know the animation changed. Yeah, I didn't even notice that until like I started seeing clips and they started showing it like next to animation from like previous seasons, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And supposedly this series cost like $2.5 million. I'm like, damn, y'all paying that much in the animation? And it looks like that, but it's crazy, bro. It's a lot
voice actors.
It's the voice actors. Yeah, they're paying a lot for the voice because then that's the thing. Like you got Sterling K. Brown, you got J.K. Simmons, you got Steven Yeun, you got Sandra Oh.
So man played the voice of Conquest. I'm blanking on his name.
I forgot his name.
Something Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Yeah.
You got Walt Goggins. Walt Goggins is old boy. Like I said, everybody's in this show. That's what I was saying. If you go look at the voice cast, LeVar
Clancy Brown, your boy.
Clancy Brown, yeah. Like I said, LeVar Burton is the AI voice for a Tech Jacket suit. Worf, Michael Dorn, he is Battle Beast. The guy from
okay, that's pretty. I knew his voice. I knew his voice.
They said,
that makes sense.
What's the dude? Ham. John Hamm was in the show.
Yeah, John Hamm is He was who was he?
He was a security guard in the first season, like one of the guys that was protecting the White House when it got blown up.
Before. By the Marlowe twins or whatever.
Yeah, the Marlowe twins was an old boy that plays Cleveland Jr. That's the same dude as the Marlowe.
Yeah. See, that's what I said. Like they got a $2.5 million budget. $2 million of it is for voice actors.
The voice actors, and then
$2.4 is 2.4 is the actors.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Look at like we just talked about. Look at Darth Maul Shadow Lord, and look at this. And you can't tell me y'all can't do better with the animation with the budget. And they said that's the problem though, because there was somebody did a whole show. They were saying that Amazon, because it's so popular, they're like, well, people keep watching it, so why should we fix it? And if people stop watching, it's like, well, nobody's watching, so we ain't gonna put the money into it. So they're like, that's kind of the problem. Like, they're like, well,
sons of BIs.
Yeah. Okay. They're like,
think y'all sleep, boy. Okay.
They said compared to the boys' budget, they're like, we spent all this money for the boys, and even though I think they get about equal eyes, you know what I'm saying, on views.
I mean, I would expect it. Basically, if you watch The Boys, more likely you watch Invincible too. Like I would think it'd be almost a 1-to-1. maybe like a 1 to like 0.9 or something like that.
Bro, that's crazy. That's I was wondering because, like I said, I never really paid attention to it, so I was like, man. So when I seen it online, people talking about it, I was like, oh, okay, I see. And it's like, yeah, it do look a little different. Because remember, Invincible had that long little
break.
like pause period, yeah, a little break or whatever. So I'm thinking like, oh, they man, now that's starting to make sense now.
You don't remember?
They started going. Matter of fact, I think they had two different illustrators for this show.
They switched
showed the difference.
Yeah, they switched companies. But you don't remember they made fun of that during one of the promos for, I think it was season 2 or season 3. It was when they showed Mark was in the diner talking, and then when they showed him like his hand like this because they didn't have to animate his mouth, and they were talking about and then they showed like one of the crowd shots where it was like people walking down and nobody was moving. It's just the camera moved across a still image basically, but they were joking about it the whole time in the trailer. You know, talking about people who complain about them, and like they kept cutting back and forth and showing the backs of people's heads when they were talking because they didn't want to pay to animate their face because it was cheaper. And but like I said, there was a whole trailer they dedicated to making fun of the fact that people was talking about it.
It's crazy.
I did not know that, bro. Like I said, when I seen those pieces online or whatever, I'm like, dang, I did not realize that. But it makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Amazon ain't got no money though. That's why they
yes, that's crazy. Which is crazy to me, bro. It's wow. We get this episode, BJ.
I would say this was. It was good storytelling from a storytelling standpoint, probably a 9.2, but overall between action and all that, I would say probably 8.75 to a 9.
What would you get, cuz?
I agree. I give it a 8.8.
It had to be a little higher.
You gave it a decent range, so I'm a pop right into that range.
Yeah. Boy, your numbers going down. Y'all was giving them 9s last week.
We did. There was action. It was all action.
Yeah. Matter of fact, did y'all give it a 10? Y'all give it a 10 last week.
Nah. It was 9.4 last week. 9.4.
BA, what you get this episode, man?
Like I said earlier, it was about a 9. I say 9.3. Like it's still good. It was still good to me throughout the whole entire thing. Like I didn't turn away from it at all. So if I'm glued to the whole thing and having like geeked out moments, that's always a +9 for me.
I'm gonna give it a let me see.
You said 2.7?
Would you give it cuz you said 8.8?
Yeah.
And BJ, you said 8.7?
I say 8.75 to 9 too.
I give it 8.5. I'll give it 8.5. All because the animation threw me off now. No, listen, I give it 8.5, bro. What a bad episode. Like so far, what y'all get a series so far? I mean the season, I should say.
Season so far is it clears to 9.3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it 9.3. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably say like a 9 so far. You know what I'm saying? Because I think matter of fact, I think every episode was probably except for the one with Damien Darkblood.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think it was like episode. Was it episode 2?
Yeah, I think there was 2. Because it was 2 then 3. It was 2 then 3. 2 was the slow one.
I thought we had 2 good ones in it dipped and then it came back.
Well, no. I know what you're talking about. That's because one of them is the one where I said it was like just straight narrative the whole time, and then it hit you with that action at the end with Conquest. What episode? I think episode 3. I think. So remember, we saw the first 2 episodes together.
No, it was 1 by itself, and then 2 and 3 together, and then 4, and then 5 to 6.
No, 2 or 3 was Dirt Over. Those 2 were together. We saw the first 2 episodes of Invincible. Yeah, 2 or 3 was Dirt Over.
Was it? Oh man, I just running together.
Yeah, I told you. I like it.
Yeah. So was it episode 3? Was the
I think that was the one. The Damien Darkblood one.
No. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look. I'm looking at the episode list now.
You better not say 4, BJ. It might be 4.
Yeah, that's 4. That's 4.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's Herm.
So, yeah.
There's the name of it.
Oh yeah. He kept saying Herm. Yeah, he said it in the comics too, Herm. But yeah, man. We can turn the page. This next one here, man. This is the next show right here that we get to talk about, fellas. Talking about The Boys once again. Spoiler warning. First 2 episodes of The Boys dropped here. So, like Cuz said, man, it's a lot of these shows starting to drop, starting to run together. Because every time I try to explain on Captain Crown what we finna talk about, it's like, so I have to think myself, okay, the Boys, and then I think of the Amazon Prime stuff is together, and the other 2 are together. The Disney stuff is together. That's how I start remembering it. So yeah, so we had the first 2 episodes of The Boys, man. The final season, fellas. Cuz, what's your take on this, man? What you think about these 2 episodes, man?
They came out at the gate strong. They have the internment camps going on. You have,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's right on par. They finally dropped a video of Flight 37. Right?
Yeah, 37. Yeah.
So they dropped it, and of course they calling it fake news and AI and everything else. What's crazy is they even took the time to alter it themselves to give Homelander to mess up Homelander's hand. Yeah, to mess up his fingers to make it seem like he has 7, so they can continue to cover up, which is insane. Shout out to A Train. He finally came over. It was a full circle moment. He had his arc because it started off with him running through Huey's girlfriend who had just stepped off the curb, and now he saved Huey and avoided running through that lady. And because of that, he ended up tripping up, and that's what allowed Homelander to kill him. That first episode was something serious. The second episode, bringing back Soldier Boy, use him as a pawn, and then the serum was used on him. I had so many feelings happening towards the end. It's like, yes, it's a 1-for-1. So A Train got killed, now Soldier Boy got killed, so it balances out. And then it's like, but Soldier Boy was willing to put down Homelander, which so now that he's away, like, it sucks. And then that MFer set up. It's like, oh my god. Gotta do a slight tweak to the chemistry on the virus, which will in turn more likely make it more deadly for everybody around. Yeah,
he gonna be walking around with that virus on him. Dang, he already got that. Got that beam that kind of chest that be taking your powers away and stuff, bro. That's gonna be man.
Yeah, it's gonna
be crazy.
Yeah. So he's gonna be a walking ground zero essentially. So it's gonna be crazy to see what happens with him. But yeah, first 2 episodes they hit at the parks coming out right after the gate. And then that Mole Man eating the dirt coming out behind him, and then oh boy with his schlong beating guys with it. Mother's Milk. Mother's Milk. He's got a lot to work through, but I think helping old girl to get away. I'm hoping it doesn't come back to bite him, but I'm glad he was able to do that. I felt like it gave him a little bit of grace, but I'm nervous for him, to be honest. What you got, Big J?
I was trying to find my song for my background for this section. As we lost one of my favorites in A Train. I was gonna play that "I Will Remember You."
I knew you were gonna say that. He's gonna say that.
Oh, it's right here. Hold on.
Oh man.
So that's all we can play, so we don't get demonetized.
RP A Train, man. RP A Train.
Dude, I was like, oh man, it was terrible. Really, A Train gone, so man, I thought he was gonna make it past the first episode. You know what I mean?
I did too.
But he had a heroic out. I mean, it was kind of full circle because he didn't.
Well, technically he did, BJ. He made the episode 2.
What you mean? Oh, because of
the
casket. That was a smooth casket too, but no.
Yeah.
The fact that when he was like, the fact that he did the full circle thing when he was running down the street and Homeland chased him and he did not run over the old girl. He tried not to hit her versus just running through her like he did with Robin in the first episode of the first season. But I was like,
5 minutes.
Oh, that was tragic. There, you know, they just joking. All of a sudden, you just he just holding hands and they're covered in blood.
Like, what just happened?
Oh, dude. But yeah, man, the fact that the Deep was up there trying to chase him, he had his family gone.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then the fact, dude, I can't believe you ain't mentioned the fact that when he woke his daddy up.
Yeah.
That was one of the funniest scenes in anything I've seen. when he was sitting there looking at the capsule, he was like, nope, got to do it. And he punched the thing and woke him up, and then put a shirt on him. And his daddy was like,
"Did you
that line
did you
there
do something to me?"
Like, what is this? He's like, no. The fact he was just like, ugh.
Hey man, you wanna which one? Want a Manhattan? Yeah. When Manhattan, want your milk? No, man.
No, Manhattan. 2 Manhattans. What's wrong with you?
2 Manhattan. What you talking about?
I'm an adult. I don't just drink milk. You know. Like I said, the fact they're talking about Ryan, so they don't know where Ryan is, apparently. Talking about Ryan was off in boarding school in the Sorbonne or something.
Yeah, they don't know where he is. That's the story they're telling everybody to kind of cover up or whatever. Ryan's somewhere probably hiding.
Well, we saw that he's in the trailer, so in the trailer, he covered with blood and everything. So I don't know what's going to happen with him, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it was a good story. The virus show was good. Rock Hard was also hilarious. That dude was just crazy. Terrible name for a character, but it's fitting for what he was. And then what caused him not to be able to move was also ridiculous. But that fits in with the boys' universe. You know, he just sat there and made himself immovable. And he's just a whole mountain like a volcano.
A whole mountain, yeah.
Watching volcano form. I was like, but yeah, in the rest of the Teenage Kicks, you know, because we didn't see all of them. We only saw Rock Hard, what's the Raven girl name? Raven.
I forgot her name, but she probably like Raven.
Yeah,
she probably like Teen Titans or whatever.
Yeah, and that was a fun thing. That she could summon ravens, and they said that what's the girl named the cat girl?
I forgot her name, but she hit that. She did that fur ball on what's the name?
Yeah.
But they said she ate the other falcon. They said she ate the other crows too. That was the other crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
They said she ate
there's 8 of them.
She down to 2 now. Yeah.
So it's like I said, the show looks cool, and then the fact that thing at the end when Soldier Boy popped back up, which I figured he wasn't dead because we know that they was hyping up the Jared Padalecki and all the rest of them, and Misha Barton being in there too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're supposed to be on screen together, so they can't be on screen together if he dead. So you know, so I figured he wasn't gonna die, but that was crazy. But it looked like he died, but then he came back. That's why I think that's gonna set off the rest of that thing. Because remember in the trailer they hinted that Homelander's going for V1 because everybody with V1 is basically immortal because you saw Godolkin didn't age. What's her name?
Marie.
Well, not Marie.
She got V1 too, don't she?
She doesn't have V1. She's got the same stuff.
Oh, you're talking like Starlight, not Starlight.
Stormfront, and the other one.
The guy that got the virus now. What's the boy name? Soldier Boy. He got it too.
But there was somebody else that had V1. I forgot. Oh, Godolkin had V1.
You said so.
Yeah. So, so those are like I said, Godolkin was 100 years old basically, and looked like he was 30. So that's the thing. Like anybody who has V1 doesn't age, which that's the thing. As strong as he is, if he takes that too, that's why he wants to get it, so he'll be functionally immortal and immune to the virus. Dang. Because we saw everybody else who just died, they got the virus, and so I think besides him, Marie may be the only other one that could probably survive the virus because of her blood manipulation powers and the healing power.
Yeah,
but we shall see. Oh, we done lost BA. So what you got, Ray?
Listen, bro. Nah, y'all right though. My bad, I got the wrong thing. Here you go. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, no, this episode was a trip, man. Like you said, the fact, what tripped me out is the fact that they had them in these camps, and I'm thinking like, oh, okay, it's gonna be harsh. They're gonna be beating them and all that, bro. They got them in the camps with these little Homelander outfits on and stuff, a little sweatshirt with a happy Homelander on it. They got like a little cape that's on the back of the sweatshirt with the Homelander cape pants on, like the Hammer from '93. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Bro, like you said, BJ, I did not see it. Like I didn't see A-Train dying, but I think I remember the showrunner them saying like, "Yo, the gloves are off on this season, bro." So it said it's gonna probably be kind of like a Game of Thrones where you don't know who gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So for him to die, my wife was like, "No, I don't want him to die, like, whatever." And I'm like, when I kind of seen him tripping all that stuff and talking to Homeland, I thought maybe he'll like get himself together and kind of run. But then I thought about what the showrunner said, and I was like, "Nah, that's it for him, bro. He out of there."
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, man, it was a full circle. It was a trip too, because the girl that he didn't run into looked like Huey's girlfriend too. You know what I'm saying? Then, like you said, he saved Huey. He didn't run through old girl, and a whole full circle thing or whatever. So yeah, for A-Train, man, that hate to see him die, man. But like I said, if you read the comic, you would not be surprised. I'm just show wise, I didn't think he would die early. I thought it'd be like somebody else, kind of less important or whatever, but who's been around. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, man, these first 2 episodes were fire, man. And it's a whole lot, a whole lot that's gonna happen here in this season. The fact that now Soldier Boy is gonna be walking around with that virus attached to him. Like I said, he already has the power to take away, superheroes' powers, which this is what I think is gonna end up happening, Big J. You said that Homeland is gonna take that the V1 virus or whatever, right? Or V1 compound or whatever. I think it's gonna be Soldier Boy that's gonna be the one that's gonna finish him off. Because think about it. What did Butcher say to him during their little confrontation or whatever? He's like, bro, you don't even know when you being played. Like, we have a virus. Did he tell you about the virus? He's like, what virus or whatever? He's like, yeah. So obviously it seemed like he sent you in as a guinea pig or whatever, or to kind of take me out so it wouldn't affect him or whatever. And so I think that he's gonna remember all that. Not only is he gonna, I think he's gonna probably try to go at the Butcher and Homelander, because both of them been playing, so he kind of feels some kind of way. He's like, yo, I'm about to take both of y'all out now. Because
y'all playing in my face.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got them, they had him in that bag to try to contain the virus and all that. You know he finna bust out that bag, and it's gonna be all hell gonna break loose after that, bro. So it's gonna be crazy. And I agree with you too, Big Jake. I was sitting there thinking, like, he can't be dead, bro, because he's supposed to be in some scenes with his co-host. I mean, I was co-host, his co-stars from
Supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah. So I was like, he can't be dead already. And like you said, when they panned off real slow from him in that body bag, I already knew, like, yeah, he gonna come back alive. So when he rose up, I wasn't surprised. Yeah, man. Like I said, this show so far, man. Is anybody else kind of annoyed by Kimiko being able to talk?
I think she just wanted to be. I think she was tired. It's the last season. Let her have some fun. Okay, they already did the singing. Remember, they did the singing episode, the musical thing.
The last season, yeah.
But I think they were just like, you know what? Let her talk.
and hold on. Did he explain how she's able to talk?
She said TikTok therapy. Yeah. She said that's what she learned how to talk.
So she could talk. She just refused to talk.
She was traumatized. Remember that she was traumatized.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought maybe something had happened. I thought like maybe the virus had did something, and then like because she healed or whatever, it like fixed everything or whatever. Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was sitting there like, why how all of a sudden she could talk or whatever. So okay, that makes sense. I thought like maybe her voice or something had got ripped out or something. That part, or that part of her getting her powers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Professor X being bald because he's he got the telepathy or whatever. But no, I was kind of wondering that. But yeah, man, like I said, good episode. I'm trying to foreshadow here. Like, who y'all think would be the next to die? If you had to call it. Oh, girl, they got the tumor in the back of the talking tumor.
Yeah.
She gonna die. Yeah, Ashley, she gonna die, bro. She gonna die.
I think the Deep's gonna die. You saw when the Deep made fun of his
Yeah.
daddy. When the Deep made fun of his daddy, he was pissed.
Yeah, the Deep,
Yeah.
the Deep about to die. Yeah, I already know the Deep gonna die. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a given. No, Black Noir too is acting strange,
Yeah,
which
he's
kind of
acting
has me wondering like what's going on with that.
Yeah, when he gonna
What
get up out of that?
What if Black Noir is the actual clone of
Homelander from the comics.
Homelander for real this time?
I don't think
Like,
so. I think they got Ryan to take that spot. I think Ryan is the one that's gonna kill him ultimately. I don't even think Marie. I mean, Marie could, but I think it's gonna be Ryan ultimately that kills him.
But Black Noir is acting like
He's acting weird. Yeah.
yeah, like he's not talking and nothing like this. So I was like, So I started thinking maybe they actually found a way to like I don't know what they did to the second Black Noir guy, but maybe they found a way to actually clone Homelander like they did in the comics and make him Black Noir or whatever. But because even Homelander kind of acting kind of like in a childlike mindset in this episode, I mean this season 2 so far. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't seem like the dominant guy or whatever. He seems kind of whiny and like, why do you like you? Like what's special about you? It's like,
He's always been like that though. You know that he's always jealous of anybody get it. He was.
But he's still kind of been more confident though. Like he might show like little small signs of being but like now it's like he's like full fledged that now. Yeah, I'm just like, like no, like you want some milk? Like, no, I don't want any milk. Like it's like, That's kind of weird, bro. Like, what's going on? But I don't know. Maybe I'm reaching. I don't know. But yeah, bro. Like I said, it's season gonna be fire, bro. This season gonna be fire. So listen, we already seen now all 4 of the shows and came out. Which one is y'all favorite so far? If I say, hey, you only can watch this one show, so Daredevil. Okay, what you got, BJ?
Yeah, Daredevil's been pretty good. I mean, like I said, with the stories, and I'm kind of leaning to Daredevil or Shadow Lord. Like I said, it's also looking good.
Whoa! Hold on. You know Dave Filoni made that, right?
Yeah, but you also saw the thing I told you too that they was toying with the idea of trying to bring him back to life again. They were like, because Shadow Lord looks like it's gonna be so popular. They're like, what if we figure out a way to bring him back again? And I'm like, you know what? I'm out. I will stop watching Star Wars if y'all bring him back again. You say Kylo Ren? What you say? I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. What you saying is what I was trying to tell you about Kylo Ren. You're like, nah, just go ahead, bring him back. He cool. Like, nah, bro. Like he did stop doing that.
No, I said it. I said no because I said that's what Bob Chapek was like. I mean, Bob Iger was like, how you gonna bring him back? He died.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody's like, it don't matter.
Like, no, just find a way. Yeah. Like Palpatine did find a way. Like, no, bro. Like,
some things you just gotta leave.
Yes, bro. Like y'all mad about Palpatine. Like, come on, I don't do that. Like, stay consistent, bro. Like, you can't have it both. Can't have it both ways. Nah, I don't want him to come back. But you know what? Go ahead, and bring him back. Like, nah, bro. Like, be consistent across the board. Palpatine shouldn't have came back. So that means he should not come back. Not that we don't like the character. Like, if you want him to come back, you should have told it a different way in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
What I said? Don't kill people that are popular.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the thing is, though, Big J, they don't realize how popular they are until after the fact. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna know before you go in. You might think like, oh, they gonna like this character, and then we come in the movie like that character trash. Oh well, damn! I thought they were gonna like him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But we can't say that about Maul because they brought Maul back years after he died in Phantom Menace and explained how he came back. And even though Dave Filoni knew that George Lucas's ultimate plan was to bring him back and do the sequel trilogy with him, he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill him because he's not Ahsoka, so I'm gonna kill him." And that's what he did. I'm like, dude, stop doing that. And then now they're like, "Oh well, people really did like him, huh?" He was the most compelling part of the show, the old shows. So I'm like, why would you keep killing him?
Bro, look how many people dressed as Darth Maul after the movie in like Comic-Cons and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, yes, he was popular. Like, I don't understand how you didn't know that, bro. Like I like you said, I never really watched the cartoons and stuff like Clone Wars, all that stuff. So I never really understood what the hype was on Ahsoka. I seen Maul, bro. Like, yo, find a way to get this guy on the screen somewhere, man. I don't care, big, little, whatever. Just get him on the screen.
No, see, here's the problem. And then once again, you see what's going on with Maul and the Shadow and all that. to me, why I could not watch the cartoons back in the days was stuff like how he wrote Ahsoka. Ahsoka was so annoying with the Sky Guy and the snips and all that stuff. I'm like, man, that's stupid. It's like it was bad writing, and the fact that people went so crazy for it, I'm like, it was not good at all. You wrote her like she was written bad. Skywalker was written poorly initially, and like I said, that was all Dave Filoni. But people are like, oh no, Dave Filoni. Like, no, you're not. Y'all liked it because y'all were kids when you saw it. Yeah. I saw it from the standpoint of, yeah, this looks stupid. That's why I'm like, I can't get down with it.
Yeah, like I said, I tried, man. I did try. I was just like, this ain't working for me. Nah. But yeah, but for the boys though, man, cuz would you get this episode?
I give it 9.2. I know it's just gonna keep and it's gonna be a combo 9.2, not 9.2 and then 3 combo for the 2.
Oh yeah, it's 2 episodes. What about you, BJ? Episodes 1 and 2.
I'd say probably for the 2, I said it was good action, good everything. I'd say 9.25 for the first one, and I'd say 9.5 for the second one. I think it's just gonna keep building.
Bro, I got a feeling the boys and Daredevil gonna be our 2 shows. It's gonna be facing off to each other. Like, which one gonna be the best?
Is Lando's gonna touch either one of them for this year?
I hope. If it does, that means we good.
Yeah. We eating if they do.
I'm telling you, boy. Yes, bro. I'm with you. So, for me, bro, I'm gonna give it a 9.3 on both episodes. Because to me, I see in both episodes at 9.3 because once again, these two episodes felt like a long story. You know what I'm saying? Like an hour-long episode or whatever, right? Not because they both came out at the same time, but because how the story was told and how, like you said, they flowed right into each other. A-Train died at the end of 1, and he went right into A-Train's funeral in episode 2. You know what I'm saying? So it felt like a whole entire, like a whole long story or whatever. So, but yeah, man. Y'all let us know in the comment section, man, what y'all think about Invincible. What do y'all give it a grade of? And of The Boys, what y'all give it a grade of? All right, fellas, we go ahead and get to these quick hits, man. We got some pretty interesting topics here. Got a pretty interesting one here, fellas. Check it out. Marvel Studios has reportedly started casting for their X-Men reboots. So far, this is the rumors that they got going right now that these two are pretty much casted as these characters. So we got what's her name? Odessa Azion. She's supposed to be Rogue. They got her cast as Rogue, and then we got our guy Duncan the Tall from Knights of the Seven Kingdoms playing Beast. Kind of get y'all's opinion on that. BJ, what you think about this casting news, man? Do you like it? You don't like it? You want somebody else? What's on your mind?
So I don't know anything about either one of them. I didn't watch Knight of the Seven Kingdoms yet.
What? Wait, what?
So
what I thought we talked about it.
No, we didn't. I mean, we never talked about it.
Nah.
So
no, we didn't.
No, we didn't talk about it. So the only thing. So here's what I will give it though. I like the ages because I know old girl who's in some stuff, but they said she was in that Marty Supreme, which I ain't see either. They said she's 25, which fits in with the Sadie Sink being 23, so about the same age range. He's 29. So
they do need Beast a bit older, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's 6'5", so I don't know if that's really. I mean, I'm 6'5", so is he really that tall? You know what I mean? But so we'll see. But I mean, he should be bigger than everybody else to be Beast because Beast is supposed to be kind of massive. But we'll see. I mean, it could work. We got to see the rest of the cast. I need to see who they. So that means that Scott can't be like 29, 30-year-old guy. He needs to be in the same age range if you're building a young team that's going to be the X-Men for the next 15 to 20 years.
Bro, they should have did the X-Men First Class team or whatever, like with Cyclops, Beast, Angel, Iceman, and Jean Grey. They should have did that, bro, and then just kind of spun off from there or whatever. But
didn't they say they do 97? They're trying to do 97 from what I understand.
So supposedly, I think we talked about on the last show, they're just going young. So when you said those ages, it makes sense. And it's like I said, Sadie Sink is 23, so it makes sense, bro. Damn it. What you got, cuz?
What did I say last week? That they'll be making an announcement no later than next year.
Well, they're supposed to be shooting.
Yeah, probably shooting pretty soon. Well, yeah, they trying to start shooting on it.
So yeah, it's coming up, and it's perfect timing because it'll be what D23 coming up pretty soon as well. So combination of that at Comic-Con
in August.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think we're gonna get the news there because it's gonna be in Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We've stood on our on many tables to yell that everything needs to be moved back to Comic-Con instead of these separate entities. So that would be exciting for them to break the news at Comic-Con for them to, hey, this is our new X-Men, and we knew that they would be young. They won't have as much of a filmography, but that's okay. We don't need you to have a filmography. We just need for you to know these roles really well, and to know them, play them really well, and let the studio take care of the rest of it. So it's exciting.
Man, listen, you know how Kevin Feige operates. As long as he's talented, he don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he tries to look for the best talent. So for this casting, I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm with Big J, I need to see all of it together first.
Mm-hmm.
See it all together. Like I said, I need to see what Scott. I'm guessing now with this age, I guess I can believe it now that Sadie Sink is gonna probably be Jean Grey. I guess. I'm wondering. So the thing is, like, if this is gonna be the cast, right, and then they're gonna find a Professor X and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, if Jean Grey has been here in the MCU this whole time, where has Professor X been? Like, why haven't we heard any type of talks of mutants and stuff like that before then? If that's the case, now I know we're talking about. I know as far as rights, I know. I'm talking about like how they gonna explain that as far in within this story. Now that they have the rights back,
they don't have to.
What you mean?
Because remember, when Secret Wars happens, they're gonna have a whole new universe that's reset with everything merged, and I think it's gonna be one reset continuity where everybody's always been there.
Gotcha.
And nobody's gonna remember anything from before except maybe one or two people may remember. Like I can see Deadpool remembering, and characters like that. Maybe
She-Hulk.
Maybe even Professor X could remember, like I said, because So I think there'll be a very few that knows the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I think it's gonna all be like a reset, and then it is what it is, and they've always been here, as far as we all remember now.
Okay, now yeah, that makes sense. I've been saying, I'm like, yo, you got to explain that, but yeah, yeah. But as far as the casting and all that stuff, bro, yeah, that's fine. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about her. I do know about him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he is 6'4", 6'5". So you do kind of want Beast to kind of be a tower, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because he is what he called Beast. You don't want him to be, 5 foot, whatever. Because think about it too. What's his now? What's his name? What's the guy name played Lex Luthor? I'm blanking.
Oh, you talking about which one? Jesse Eisenberg, or you talking about Nicholas Hoult? Nicholas Hoult.
Because remember, Nicholas Hoult is like 6'4".
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it makes sense. So you kind of want your Beast to kind of be towering a little bit. So yeah, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, yeah, like I said, I like it, man. But I do think it's gonna be Comic-Con. We're gonna start hearing some news here pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So, which I wonder, with that. Well, no, they already shooting already for. No, they ain't started shooting. Ooh,
they're supposed to be talking about for Secret War.
Secret War, yeah, they started. I think they started shooting in May, I believe.
I think end of this month, beginning of next month. But that's why I told you that they're going to have the X-Men cast before, because they have to show up in Secret Wars if that's going to be your reset.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make that reset, then all the old people need to die, and the new people need to be announced and shown so that they can be the people going forward.
Yeah.
Now it's all starting to add up. Okay.
And Kelsey Grammer was the shortest Beast at 6'1".
Yeah, it is true. I forgot about Kelsey Grammer. That's crazy. For reasons.
When he fell off the stage, or
no, for other reasons. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Because I That now starting to okay, BJ, your little theory and all that stuff is starting to come to fruition, man. I starting to see it now. That's crazy, bro. Because I was wondering about that. Cause I'm like, so what they announced it during Comic-Con when they have a Avenger movie coming up, but we started hearing those rumors about them probably being in Secret Wars, and now we're starting to kind of add up, starting to make sense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But if you had to call it though, y'all think they actually are going to be in Secret Wars?
I think I'll tell you, I think
Absolutely.
they're gonna be in Secret Wars, and I tell you, I think you're gonna get a live action Miles announced at some point for Secret Wars.
So I saw a rumor on one of these Marvel pages that Sony is thinking about doing a Miles Morales movie on their own without the help of Sony. I mean, without the help of Marvel.
Don't do it. Reconsider. No.
I'm just saying, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
I
Read
don't
some
know.
literature.
no.
Read some literature, dog. Read some literature.
No.
Yeah, it's all bad, bro.
Oh, because if they read some literature, they'll see they don't need to do that.
You said Craven. But yeah,
Morbius.
let's see.
It's more than
Morbius.
time.
Morbius. Like just go down the call sheet. Oh my god! Come on, y'all.
Ain't learn your lesson, huh? All right, man. Let's go to this next one here, bro. So speaking of Avengers, check this out, y'all. So the full trailer for Avengers Doomsday will be releasing at CinemaCon on April 16th. That's the rumor right now. So Disney will have one of the biggest panels of the event. So they're saying too, this is what I'm also hearing. It's not confirmed that it's going to be a trailer. They're saying it might be clips from Avengers Doomsday. We don't really know yet. So I don't know. But what you think though, BJ? Cause you think we getting the trailer?
I was trying to think of what event, like these movies. Like one thing that I noticed, like that they like to join in with a massive event a lot of times. For this one, I don't see anything that's important enough to latch on to with Doomsday. I think it'll be trailer. I'm calling if they whatever they release next, I think it will be a true trailer. Because it's now 4 months, no, 3.5 months since they've dropped anything. So you just had your Spider-Man just drop, which was massive, and you want to maintain the excitement for the Avengers. So yeah, it's coming due for you to do another one. I mean, you still got time because it's at the end of the year, but you still want to maintain that excitement for the movie itself because you're about to go into your summertime blockbuster movies. So yeah, I think it's this week makes. I think if they do release it, it will be a trailer this week, not clips. What you got, BJ?
I was trying to see what movies are dropping to see if there was any movies that could coincide with a Doomsday trailer release, but there's nothing this month that's worth even thinking about looking at. I mean, the Super Mario Galaxy movie dropped already.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the next one is Lee Cronin's The Mummy, but that is not in. I don't think that's a crossover audience. No. Glenn Rothan is coming out, which I already know that. Then Kiss of the Spider Woman is a Sony picture, and then the Michael Jackson biopic. I don't see anything that would be like, oh yeah, we got to, I don't know. Yeah. I don't see any movies that they could throw that in front of that would make anybody go to the movies to see that.
Maybe Michael Jackson biopic, because that's gonna make numbers.
But is it gonna be? But the crossover, you know what I'm saying? The audience.
No, I got
the audience.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm not sure.
That's a tough one.
I was about to say something. Because you had said something, BJ, that had me thinking. I can't remember what I was about to say. So
movie.
Can't remember. So if they do release this, let's say they do actually release a trailer, this will put it out 8 months out from the movie. So that kind of makes sense. Then on top of that, they want to drop this trailer now because Doom just dropped their trailer and everybody talking about it. I think they said they sold out on the IMAX screens and all that stuff. So, and if you're supposed to be competing with Doom, you definitely want to start putting out your trailers and stuff and start getting that buzz going or whatever, right? Because we're starting to the rumors and everything tied to Doomsday and everything. The people kind of theorizing all that stuff is starting to die down a little bit. So you kind of want to start, like you said, Cuz said, start picking that back up by dropping this trailer. That'll get the conversation going again. Because right now, people are starting to focus now on Secret Wars. Like what's going to happen with Secret Wars? It's on the film. What's the latest news of who getting casted? What all that stuff, right? So yeah. So if you want them to start talking about this movie, you might need to drop that trailer. And the best way to do is at CinemaCon. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see them dropping CinemaCon. You said the 16th. That's on Thursday.
Yeah, I was trying to run it in my head. Yeah, I think it's a Thursday.
So it must be Marvel's or Disney's presentations on Thursday. I think the last day of CinemaCon is on Thursday. So they're probably saving the best for last. I know DC is on Tuesday. And then I don't know where. I think Paramount's Monday, I think. And then I think DC's on Warner Bros. On Tuesday. And I forgot how the order go, but it might be Disney, it might be last day if it's on the Thursday. So
Paramount should have Sunday.
They should have no days.
No, that's why Sunday.
So
they just better have set up.
Everybody leave Paramount. Come out. All right, guys. Oh wait,
we got it. We're ready now.
Room clear, table stuff flipped over.
Yep. You see the Ellisons out there. All right, guys. We're excited about our lineup of nothing. But anyway, look, I was thinking. So even if they do release it, because we've seen them just before, they show it at a private event, and it's like everybody put your phones up and people come out and talk about it. But what if it doesn't hit the theaters or the internet until May 22nd? Which is when Star Wars Mandalorian Grogu comes out, because they want to push people to that movie. And that would make a whole lot of sense. If you know what I'm saying, if you do that thing there, maybe they may drop another teaser, but then not publicly release the full trailer until May 22nd and force everybody to go see Mandalorian Grogu.
That would be wild, but I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. That would make sense, but don't, man. Get my damn trailer, BJ. I'm tired of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Owe me a trailer.
What did old boy say? Daniel Cretton said, "Look here." He said, "Y'all can come see the movie anyway if I drop the trailer or not." He said, "So why y'all worried about the trailer?" He said, "Trailer coming." So if people start talking about the trailer in April next week and start getting hyped and speculating based on what they see, then when the trailer drops and everybody can see it, might make sense. And I'm sure it might leak online mysteriously right before,
like the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, either that or we could always get one of the Russo brothers. Look at this lamp over here. What does this lamp mean?
It's stopwatch.
Hey, what this pen mean, bro?
What does the stopwatch mean?
Man, speaking of which, fellas, Marvel's on it again, man. We gotta talk about this here, man. We had the Punisher, the Last Shot trailer had dropped, man, which is crazy because we just talked about that about a day or two before as the trailer dropped. Did not really think we would get a trailer because it's short, but we actually got a trailer. It was almost a minute and a half long trailer. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, not a minute and a half. It was almost 2 minutes of a trailer for this one shot.
Last Kill, right?
Yeah, Last Kill. Yeah, my bad. What I say? One shot. I said last. It's a one shot. Yeah. I said Last Shot. My bad. Yeah, Last Kill. My bad. But BJ, what you think about this trailer, man?
It looks good, man. Like I said, it looks. And they say it's gonna be TVMA, of course, because otherwise it wouldn't happen. I saw that it's been partially written and executive produced by John Bernthal as well. So
yeah, it's up there on the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, so they said that they said basically that Kevin Feige kind of handed the reins of Punisher over to him, and he's kind of owning it. So I think it's gonna be cool because he's very played. That's why he wouldn't come back for Daredevil unless they let it go back to what it was. He was like, I'm not gonna be part of this, and so they was like, all right, go on, do your thing. And so he came back and he made him a continuation of the Frank that it was. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be violent, as we already saw from the trailer. It's gonna be violent.
Yeah, it's gonna be violent.
It's gonna be unhinged, and we're gonna see what happens. I think once again, I already got Disney Plus, but I'm still gonna be trying to show up at Kevin Feige's house to give him some money. So I'm ready. What y'all got?
The trailer looks fantastic. Frank is going through some things. He's seeing ghosts. It looks fantastic. Just knowing what he's going to have a mental break for him to see these ghosts, and then this is going to lead into Spider-Man. What we see in Spider-Man. This is exciting. This is really exciting. What you got, Real?
Yeah, man, I love this trailer too. I was expecting them to have something where around 30 seconds, maybe to a minute, since it's only being an hour. But they actually had a full-fledged trailer for this. It's starting to give me vibes of Punisher from Netflix, which is what I was telling BA on the last episode. I said, listen, I think they're trying to go back to the true essence of Punisher, man. Like BJ said, he said if he don't do Punisher like that, man, then he don't want anything, no part of it or whatever. And I think that's what they're starting to do here. And so we're gonna really get the real Punisher here. When you said the ghost and stuff, we saw a ghost of Curtis on there from the original series on Netflix. Got me wondering, did Curtis die? Is that his daughter that we saw in that trailer? The little girl was waving at him. You think so?
So I think what he did is he had a flashback. Remember, he was in a diner and he saw the little black girl, but he superimposed in his mind his daughter over her, and then like they show when she was running away, when the dad is carrying her run away, he would switch back to her being her. So I think he's gonna be dealing with the ghosts of his family and their impact on him.
Yeah, Frank got some trauma, man. He need to go to therapy. Oh yeah, that's right. But I wonder. So you think Curtis is dead?
I don't know. I don't know if he's just hallucinating or if that's supposed to be a ghost or.
It's good to see he brought that character back in this show. Like I said, that's even more evidence that connects the Netflix stuff to the actual MCU proper, bro, which is what I've been wanting. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even still, you know what I'm saying? It just shows the connection that this is the same Punisher from the Netflix shows, you know what I'm saying? Just like the same Daredevil from the Netflix shows. So, but what you get this trailer though, cuz?
I give it an 8.5. Not too much. Didn't give off too much information, but you could get a full understanding of what's going to happen. Like I said, it's going to be a short show, hour or so. So was hopeful that they wouldn't give too much of it to begin with, and they didn't. So great trailer, enough information. I got a feel of the tone as well. So it was everything that you would want a trailer to be.
Don't need another trailer, by the way.
Nah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I mean it comes out in a month, so yeah, we don't need another trailer. It drops in a month, so. I was thinking, like I said, I would give it probably a 9-ish. And this one, like I said, it looks like it's going to be violent. It looks like it's going to be accurate. When he was fighting them dudes with the axes with the gun and between shooting them and hitting them and all that, like I said, it looks like it's going to be great. It's going to be vintage Frank Castle. So I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? And then when he finally he goes from just being the guy, he was walking around with just the beard and everything until he put on the full outfit. So it lets you know he was back in Punisher mode. So I'm like, I'm 100% ready to go.
Yeah, I like when he put the actual full outfit on with the Punisher symbol on the front and stuff like that. That's what I like. What he need to do is go after them anti-vigilante task force guys, like Bullseye been doing.
They might not be able to let the Bullseye get done because he taking out whole squads, man.
Hey, they out here putting out wanted ads in on Indeed and stuff, bro. They get to people from somewhere. They get people from somewhere, bro. Yeah. Hey, Bullseye then took out a whole wave of them jokers, man. They still like you want a job? Yeah, I work there. I work.
Yeah.
It's almost like some other government organization. Unqualified angry me.
Listen, man, it's nothing like it, BJ. Dang.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. Like you said, it was a pretty good. The trailer gave you an idea, kind of what the one shot is about. It gave you the tone and all that type of stuff. You kind of got the feel of, like I said, the feel of Punisher from the Netflix series. You got the violence and all that stuff. So it ain't gonna be no, I'm killing folks off camera type stuff. Like no. I want you to see me swing this axe on top of the dude's head and get stuck in there. I'm trying to take it out. It won't come out. All that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see all that there in Punisher. I can't wait till it comes out. It comes out, was it May 20th or whatever? So you're like 12th.
12th, right? Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yes, like you said, it'll be a month. So that's probably why they dropped it. Probably why they dropped the trailer because they're like, yo, get you ready. You got one more month. You got we got what? 4 more episodes of Daredevil.
Yeah, it drops as soon as Daredevil's over with.
Yeah, and then right after Daredevil. The following week, yep. All right, fellas, so go ahead and turn the page to these questions and comments, man. We can call it the afternoon. Let's see what we got, man. Jimmy says hi. Hello, Jimmy. Hello. Big J's best friend in the building. What up, TGK? He says, I spy Big J. Hey, as long as you won't cuss him, we all good, man. We all good.
You know, y'all gonna stop besmirching me with discussing allegations.
Shout out to Salam. He said, what's up? The Michael movie will be pretty big, so they may drop the Doomsday trailer then. Yeah, it will be.
It's the crossover. I don't think it has enough crossover.
The thing is, I think the Michael movie will have a little bit of everybody watching it. So it could reach the audience that it's looking for, because everybody, people who are in the drama, who in the romance, who in the suspense, who's in the horror, who's in the comic book movies or whatever, all gonna be watching this movie. So that might work. But I'm with Big J. I could probably see them dropping the trailer in front of Mandalorian and Grogu, because it's gonna help that movie out, which is all owned by Disney. Help that movie out while also hitting the actual core audience that is looking for. But if you want to get more people, different, like all type of audience members in there, it will make sense to kind of put it in front of Michael. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, man, listen, we definitely appreciate y'all geeking out with your boys, man. I know BA was out with the family, man, so he didn't really get to stay with us. But listen, we definitely appreciate y'all. Shout out to the folks who just subscribed to the channel, man. Appreciate y'all too. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, if you're into geek content, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. We do this every Tuesday evening and Saturday morning. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. Tuesday, we're gonna be talking about Daredevil and the Darth Maul show on Tuesday. So y'all go ahead and go watch those and come back and join us for these conversations. Also, too, you guys can hit them likes. That'd be much appreciated. We definitely helps out with the channel in more ways than one. Like I said, if you guys are interested in merch of the channel, we got the links down in the description box below for each of the shirts. You can click on those. And yeah, with all that being said, man, it's your boys Real. Got Cuz, Big J, BA will be back with us on Tuesday, man. Cuz we geek. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. We'll be back here on Tuesday. Stay geeked, and we out.